Hi, grade 12. Here's a small challenge about sequence and series. We can see on the screen we have our challenge question. It's given by, they say, the sum to infinity of a convergent series is 32, whereby r is given by half. We need to find the difference between the sum to infinity, and the sum of the first five terms, right? So how do we go about this question? We need to make sure that we have the sum to infinity. That's the first one, and of course the sum to infinity is already given here. They say the sum to infinity of convergent is 32, meaning that we already have this sum to infinity, which is 32. Okay, so we'll need to calculate the sum of the first five terms. So the sum of the first five terms, the summation formula, it's always given by because r there it's less than 1, so sum to infinity will be a into 1 minus r to the power n all over a 1 minus r. So now that we have this, it means we'll already r is given, but we do not have a. So let's work from sum to infinity. A over 1 minus r equals to 32. So now we can calculate a as a all over 1 minus r, which is 0.5. That's the same as half, equals to 32. So we'll need to cross multiply half. 32 times half, which is 0.5. This is the same as a being 60. So we can go back here and calculate the sum of the first five terms. So where there's a, we replace by 16. 1 minus r, which is half, to the power 5, all over 1 minus half. So onto our calculator, we can substitute, say, 16 into 1 minus half to the power 5 over 1 minus half. So the answer is 31. The answer is 31. So for us to get the difference between what? Difference equals to the sum to infinity minus the sum of the first five terms. The difference between the sum to infinity and the sum to of the first five terms. So this is the same as 32 minus 31, which will be 1. So I guess, guys, you would have followed nicely from the scratch. You would have seen that the first thing you had to do there was to count. You should also remember the formula, the sum to infinity formula and the Sn formula. Then you can go and calculate the value of A. After calculating the value of A, you substitute in the into the Sn formula. Where there's n, you replace by 5. Where there's A by 16, R a half. Then after that, the sum to 5 terms will be 31. Then you go for the difference. The difference equals to the sum to infinity minus the sum to 5 terms. After that, you substitute. After substitution, then the answer will be 1. So guys, thanks for joining this. Thanks for joining me, and I believe you would have understood them nicely. You would have understood what was happening. And for more questions or clarification, if you need, please make sure you send them to me. You WhatsApp, or you can inbox into my Facebook, or you call into the numbers below. Make sure you do so, then I'll get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, so that whenever I post any video, then you'll be able to access it. For now, let me say thank you guys. See you next time. Sharp.